Hey YouTube, this is Steve from Average Joe's Fantasy Football, and we are back with your Week 3 start and sit videos for the wide receiver position. Hopefully you guys have already checked out your quarterback and running back start and sit videos, and again, you guys were able to get the waivers you guys were hoping for this week. Now reminder, there is a game on Thursday night for Amazon Prime. You've got the Steelers versus the Browns. Obviously, some good matchups in this one. Some players you're probably starting and maybe some players you aren't. If you guys do have questions about your lineup or maybe who you might need to drop or pick up, again, hit us up in the comments down below. Of course, you can always follow us on our socials, Twitter and Instagram. We'll be able to help you answer questions there as well. So these are your obvious starters. Again, this is for full PPR and half PPR. But these are guys you're going to be starting no matter what the matchup is. They're heavily targeted. They are their premier wide receiver ones for their team, except for maybe T. Higgins, who could be like a 1B to Jamar Chase. But these are guys you're going to be starting this week. Now, as far as the first wide receiver I have as a good start, it's going to be Deontay Johnson for the Thursday night game against the Browns. Now, the Browns are allowing 40.9 points to the receiver position, and they're also allowing 190 yards to receivers alone. That is huge. This is a good matchup, even though Mitch Trubisky has not played very well, and who knows, there could be even a surprise Kenny Pickett showing in this Thursday night game, depending on how poorly Trubisky could play. But Deontay Johnson is his favorite receiver. He's seeing about 11 targets a game right now, so he is getting a good amount of targets. He's getting a lot of the wide receiver share. And again, I feel in this game, they're going to probably be playing catch up to the Browns. I think the Browns are a little bit better team. So I do see Trubisky throwing even a little bit more often than normal. So I like Deontay Johnson in this one. I think he's got a really good matchup. Another receiver I like starting this week, if he is coming back healthy, is going to be Michael Pittman. Hopefully he does come back. If he does come back, he's going against the Chiefs, who are allowing 39.9 points to the wide receiver position and 163 yards as well. All right. And this is going to be a game where the Colts will be playing behind, so they're going to have to throw to Michael Pittman. Michael Pittman in his first game saw 13 targets, had over 120 receiving yards and a touchdown. So again, if he's healthy, Michael Pittman is an absolute start for you this week. No matter how poorly Matt Ryan played and how the Colts played, he's still going to be his number one receiver, and he really desperately needs him. Last guy I have as a good start, it's going to be Mike Williams. Look, Keenan Allen could play. There's a good chance. But if he doesn't, Mike Williams is still going to get targeted. Even if Keenan Allen does play, I still like Mike Williams in this matchup against the Jaguars. The Jaguars are allowing 36 points to the receivers. And on top of that, there's a good chance that he's going to probably get 6 to 7 receptions and about 90 yards or so. And the fact that Jaguars are allowing 2 receiving touchdowns per game, this is a game where Mike Williams is going to get at least 1, possibly 2 touchdowns in the red zone. So this is where I like him in this matchup. I think he's going to really, really do well. And then again, if Keenan Allen does not play, it's even a bigger chance for him to have an amazing game. Now, as far as my sits go, the first guy I have is going to be Michael Thomas. It's kind of strange because Michael Thomas has actually done a really good job this season so far. But with that said, he's not getting targeted as you would think. Panthers actually do a really good job actually against the wide receiver. They're only allowing 24.9 points as a whole, which is the third fewest. They also have not allowed a receiving touchdown yet. So this is a really good matchup. And let's be honest, Winston did not play very well against the Bucs. And this is another tough matchup for him in the Panthers. And so this is where I think I'll probably get some hate comments on this because Michael Thomas has done really well, but this is a game where I would not be surprised he really kind of unfortunately does not show up. Now, Chris Olave might be the sneaky play in this one. I think he will be the one because he's not going to be heavily targeted, or covered. Like, obviously, they can put the focus on Michael Thomas, especially if Kamara doesn't play. So Olave might be a sneaky flex, but I'm not crazy about this matchup at all. Another guy I don't like this week is going to be Drake London. I like Drake London so far this season. He's done a really good job. He's going against the Seahawks, who aren't known for a defense, but they've actually done a really good job of against the receiver. They're keeping them under 150 yards combined as a receiving core, and they're keeping receivers under 31 points, which is amazing. That's 7th in the NFL right now. London has actually had a lot of targets his way. He's really been the guy shining in this offense where you thought maybe Kyle Pitts was, but Kyle Pitts unfortunately is not even getting targeted heavily. So Drake London has really been the guy, but I think this is actually going to be a game where when you watch our tight end start sit, I think Pitts is the one that shines, and I think Drake London's going to be the one that still suffers in this matchup. Another guy I have as a sit is going to be DJ Moore, and I like DJ Moore a lot really going into the season, but he has not had really the rapport that I thought he would have had with Baker Mayfield. I thought that was going to be an upgrade, but unfortunately Mayfield is not showing it at all. Plus, this matchup is really tough against the Saints. The Saints have held receivers to 31.9 points, and they've only allowed 13 receptions per game, which is not a lot. So realistically, this is a game where I think Christian McCaffrey will probably do well. Robbie Anderson, maybe. DJ Moore will get Lattimore on him because he's not suspended like Mike Evans. And Lattimore does a really good job. He's one of the better corners in this game. And on top of that, DJ Moore's only seeing about 6 targets a game. Unless he starts getting volume, 9 to 11 to 12 targets, I'm not starting DJ Moore this week. Now, as far as my sleepers go, my first guy was going to be Tyler Lockett. He actually did a really good job last week. He had 9 catches with over 100 yards. So in PPR, he did an amazing job. He's going against the Falcons, who are allowing 50.6 points to the wide receiver. 50.6, which is amazing. Lockett seems to be the target that Geno Smith likes. Geno had a really good rapport with him last year as well when Russell Wilson was out. Metcalf seems to be the odd man out, and I still see that as going forward with this, quarterback play. Now, Falcons have allowed 3 receiving touchdowns, so Metcalf might get a little touchdown here or there, which will help him this week if you're putting him in the flex. But I like Lockett a little bit more. I think he's going to get targeted more. I think he's going to get to that 100-yard receiving and at least a touchdown. Again, this is a really good matchup for Geno Smith and the receivers for the Seahawks. Like I said, I like Lockett a little bit better. Last guy I have as a good sleeper is Amari Cooper, who I recommended as a start last week. He did really well last week. He had 9 receptions at 100 yards and a touchdown. He did a phenomenal job. He's going against the Steelers tonight and Thursday night. Again, another great matchup. The Steelers have not done a great job. They've given up the 4th most points to the receiver position at 47.8, and they've been averaging over 200 receiving yards allowed to receivers as well. So not only is this a good matchup from Amari Cooper, again, in general, I think this is going to be a passing game. You obviously have Chubb in there who's going to do a really good job. Hopefully Najee Harris shows up, but I think it's going to be a nice receiving matchup for both Amari Cooper and Deontay Johnson. So those are my start, sits, and sleepers for the Week 3 edition for you guys. If you guys have not already, make sure you do check out our quarterback and running back start and sits videos as well to get you guys ready for this week. If you guys do have any questions, hit us them in the comments down below. We'll gladly help you guys answer those tough lineup questions as well. If you guys are new to the channel, you guys did enjoy the content, make sure you hit the subscribe button and that notification bell is on. And of course, hit the like button is greatly appreciated. Again, check out our other videos. Stay tuned for our tight end start and sit, and we'll check you guys next time.